The act of forgiveness is normally seen as a noble thing in most depictions of it in media or just about anything. There's common tropes and sayings that come along with it, like be the better person or everyone deserves a second chance.
Shut up, blood!
Something I actually kind of agree with. I think most people do deserve a second chance, mainly due to the fact that most human beings aren't actually perfect. Mistakes will be made, and I believe you gotta have a bit of tolerance for people, especially children, because, you know, brain development, kids are dumb, yada yada. Plus, my entire existence right now is just to be the better person. As I've established previously, I am literally perfect. If there was a picture of divine perfection, it would be me. As such, my forgiveness... My forgiveness only really works when I think you can redeem yourself later on. And that's also why I'm so harsh on people like EDP, Shannon, etc. They are people so detached from morality that they will never change no matter how many chances you give them. Just like James Charles. Whoa, segue baby, woo! I've stated before that the amount of subs directly equals your ability to relate to other humans. If 1 million had Camilla Cuevas acting like an actual psychopath, then what do you think happens at 20 million? If you guessed diddling kids, you'd be on the money. Here's a sticker for you. The reason I won't even joke about James Charles being added to the long list of bad people is because his ass was already on the bloody list 6 years ago. Bro's been on the list since Lion Maker was still around on YouTube. Good lord. I couldn't tell you how this happened. I really couldn't tell you how James Charles managed to get away with literally grooming a child back in 2017. The universe itself didn't want this guy to get cancelled back then, which is now my official headcanon for why he didn't get ass blasted off YouTube like a certain other creator. I won't sit here and act surprised though. The beauty community is filled with just the most sane individuals. Let's get on with it. Oh, no, I mean, Before I talk about the 2023 stuff, I feel like it's necessary to bring up the incident that occurred in 2019. While I find drama in the beauty community as stimulating as reading the Bible, spoilers by the way, Jesus dies in it, I think it's a very, very important reason for why James Charles became an invincible, unstoppable demigod for a few years. A lot of things happened in 2019. I was in year 9, doing things other 13-year-olds would do. Everyone was having the worst time while recovering from... the bridge incident.
What a fucking...
Leafy was allowed on YouTube. Woohoo! Yay! The universal constant Nikocado Avocado was living up to the title I just made and gave to him. And the beauty community, well, the beauty community was on fire. 3 massive YouTube stars decided it would be in their best interest to make up lies about a young adult because he was successful. I'm not exaggerating.
This from me because I've had to deal with this. As an influencer, when you grow a following, you will either say or do something that people might not like and might not agree with, and eventually you might have to apologize. So for today's compact challenge, you guys will be filming your very own apology video.
Hey, put that in your pocket for later, by the way. James had worked with Tati's rival makeup company, which is just one of the worst acts a human being can commit, according to her. James had to come to her ahead of time and actually let her know, and she just kind of forgot and acted like it was a massive surprise in her video. She also did that thing that internet people do where you bring private drama to your stands. Fans. Oh yeah, make a big deal about something, don't clear it up. Get James harassed by your millions of fans. That's a stonks moment. You people are so embarrassing. Anyway, 40 minutes later on a super secret thing that I'll be bringing up later, James debunks most of the claims being made about him and everyone left him alone. Wow, what a nice man. I sure hope he does nothing inappropriate with kids. So back in February 2021, a Twitter user dropped some straight fire with a post. If you're gonna text someone, make sure you know their age. He added me on Insta. Moons has my TikTok, which shows my age. At James Charles. Like gasp! James Charles has had sexual relations with a child? But there was absolutely no proof so far, so let's not get too excited here.
I can explain.
Now, normally this would have been more than enough for Twitter to be asking for James Charles to be deplatformed and hung for his crimes. But due to recent events where creators have been falsely accused by people for random bullshit becoming much more frequent at this time, myself and many others were very spectacle. What made me even more skeptical was that James's response on Twitter was actually actually kind of good. There's a lot going around about me on TikTok and Twitter of a guy calling me a groomer, and I want to address it right away. The accusation that I have groomed this person is completely false. Last week, I came across someone on my Instagram Explore page, saw he followed me, and added him on Snapchat. The next morning, I woke up to several snaps from this person being excited I added them back, saying he loved me, and also lewd photos of himself in the shower. I asked how old he was right away, and he told me he was 18, so I started flirting back. In the excitement of meeting someone I could finally be potentially great, what? I didn't ask for a copy of his ID or passport. It's now clear based on his video that he uploaded, he was taking pictures of me with another device, and had an ulterior motive from the beginning. Later in the day, he said a few things that made me question the validity of his original age answer, and when I asked him to confirm his age once again, he admitted he was 16. I told him I was uncomfortable and I apologized for flirting, but he insisted on continuing talking, saying it would be our little secret. He's a fan of mine and would never tell anyone. I told him I wasn't okay with this. He started getting upset, and at this point, I unfriended him. We have never spoken since. I'm not victim blaming him or victimizing myself either, simply sharing what happened, and what happened was not okay. After false allegations like this in the past, I would never knowingly engage with anyone underage and put my life on the line for a few Snapchats. Because of situations like this, instead of taking someone's word for it, I will now ask to see ID or passport of every guy I have a conversation with. At first glance, he said nothing that far-fetched. It could have simply been an upset fan who couldn't handle the situation and did something drastic. 3 more victims came out. All of these videos had around the same evidence as the first one, but there were simply too many accidents for someone to really let James off the hook this time. Now, ignoring my moral compass for a second, James should have just lied. Turning it back on, I'm very glad that James took accountability. We haven't even caught up with the recent stuff yet. After Mr. Chow's money privilege got turned off and he got kicked off the show he used to host, he decided it might just be time to own up to what he did. And it was so generic. No makeup, dry voice, all lowercase title. If James just had a black screen, I would have won a free ice cream sundae. Oh, I hate this site. Oh my fucking god.
Today's video is going to be from the heart and most importantly, holding myself accountable for my own actions. First and foremost, I need to say sorry. I fully understand my actions and how they are wrong. I think it's important that I provide a trigger warning for this video. And I couldn't understand why relationships were the one outlier. Why were they not working? And I finally came to a conclusion. And it is ridiculously embarrassing to admit this, but I think I have to, and that is that I'm desperate.
Okay, so he admitted what he did was wrong. Why is he still on YouTube? James spent a whole entire 45 minutes talking about nothing. Actually, that's not fair. Watching nothing would have been infinitely more tolerable than all of the shit James Charles said during his apologies. James Charles proves something I know a lot of people are terrified to hear. James Charles proves that cancel culture doesn't exist. Either that or his fans have developed some form of parasocial Stockholm syndrome. This dude is into little kids. You need to run away from the man. You never know when you might strike again.
Please leave a like here, I'm running out of material.
It's a really lucrative role. It's called My Boyfriend. Requirements: 6'2+. Must love escape room, horror movies and cuddling. Big dick, armpit hair, and an occasional FaceTime call. The salary is $0, but it's a pretty good job offer, I think. Perks include a cute boyfriend with a great personality and a huge ass. Free living in a $10 million house in LA. Fun travel opportunities. Good head and more. Wait. 6'2", big cock, armpit hair. Oh my god, I'm a target. Oh no, I'm a target. Wait. $10 million house? Nah, let bro cook. Apparently David's sister came out and said he was leading James on.
Hello. Hi. I didn't think I'd be coming on the internet to be talking about this, but, well, this is my little brother. This is David's account, and he was talking to James Charles about a month and a half ago. All those videos are a month and a half old. And he started posting them last night around midnight, and they went viral. Now Twitter is doing its thing, Reddit's doing its thing, people on YouTube doing their thing. And he obviously did it for views. There's no hidden meaning behind it. And James Charles did nothing wrong in this situation. I know the screenshots that's on the internet that were sent to my brother look kind of questionable. But again, they spoke for a few weeks. My brother let him on a bit, even though he said he was straight. he was leading him on. And I told my brother to take the videos down. He pretty much just told me to go fuck myself and didn't care. But obviously I care, because I just didn't see a reason for this. Like, whatever past allegations he has, not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this. Yeah. And the internet just baffles me that they took his videos and just like, here you go, world. More, get on the bandwagon of fuck James Charles. But that's pretty much all I had to say. I think my brother is being a punk and is being out of pocket for posting. But I guess that's just my 2 cents.
What's insane here is that she provides literally no proof of them being related, and people are taking this like gospel. What tilts me the most is people that says tits. What tilts me the most is people saying that the DM conversation looks like there's context missing and doesn't prove anything, and then uses a TikTok from a person claiming to be David's sister without proving anything. You can't have both, sis. And she deleted the TikTok, of course. Hey, just spoke of the sister. Please stop calling her weak for deleting the TikTok. Their parents got involved and made her delete it because they believed they would always be on her brother's side, no matter what in the public eye. So be nice, please. Oh yeah, I spoke of the sister, but I'm not going to show any proof of our DM conversation or anything else. Mission passed, plus respect, stonks. This is me asking you for a source and you screaming that you made it the fuck up while smiling and default dancing on my corpse. Am I the only one with a brain here? Optimus didn't even bother addressing this part. Strange. Very strange. There also sits 2 main groups, with one side saying that they're only mad because he's part of the LGBT.
Once again, imagine the roles. If a straight dude was doing this to a girl, bro, like there would never, ever be, this type of leniency. That shit would follow dude for his whole career, everything, man. Like that, it would never go away.
And the other side of people who say they're only defending him because he's the part of the LGBT.
Now hear me out.
What if one group believes James did nothing wrong since the dude was flirting back, and the other think that this has happened too many times for it to be an accident? Nah, for real, I'm getting on Caracas. I've actually had enough of this. So, we're at the end, and I know what a lot of you have in your minds right now. What does the objectively correct, deific, definitely bored orange is the Giga Chad think? Well, surprisingly enough, if James knew David was straight and still pursued a relationship, that is bad, obviously. However, to the people who will say, oh no, he was led on, his sister confirmed it, his sister, ooh. Do you remember a man called EDP? Same exact thing happened to him, and it's almost unanimously agreed upon that he is a pedophile. I personally don't see how that could be different for James. Also, if I'm being nice as I possibly can be, this just shows that going after random guys on the internet isn't the best idea, especially since you've already been exposed for doing stuff with children. I hate humans so much, Jesus Christ. Okay, I think that's everything. Who knows, I might have to make a follow-up in the few days when James Charles responds, but all we've gotten so far is a screenshot of him liking a tweet defending him, which is pretty normal for people to do when they're in drama. I don't know how this is incriminating. I've never really been a fan of people who like to rush people for apologies, because you'll be the same people complaining that it was rushed and half-baked and blah blah blah. That's me done for this month? Yeah, I've had exams, working on an Undertale video, and just waiting for this month to end already so I can go back to making videos again. It's gonna be a while since I post again, but I'll be dipping out for now. Have a good day. See ya, lads.